Welcome to the home of the DIY movement, where we build stuff and paint things.
All right, y'all, welcome back. Today is Saturday, May 24th, 2025. It's about 7:30 in the morning. Gonna have a full house today. We got two things going on at the same time. I think what we're gonna do is go ahead and block down these doors for the 62 where we last left off. Those are in polyester primer. It's probably been about a month since we sprayed those, so that's well cured. I'm gonna block these down with 220. May move on to the shell at some point, depending on how the day goes. Also, we're gonna have Rocket Man in the house again. He's gonna be working on his quarter panels. All that's left to wet sand is the trunk, deck lid, and the quarter panels. I don't think we're gonna flow coat the firewall. May do the jams because that's small and easy. I believe he's sanding these down with 600 grit. Probably use the DA for the deck lid, but the quarters got to do by hand because there's so many contours. And just to clarify, we're not re-clearing this because there's something wrong with the clear. There's nothing wrong with the clear. It looks great. If it was my personal vehicle, I probably wouldn't re-clear it, but he wants to sand it down and flow coat it and re-clear it, which I understand why. The clear looks so much nicer when you do that, and it sprays a lot flatter. The reason is because if you think about it, when we painted it, you got your sealer, which actually we didn't seal this, but you would normally have your sealer, 3 coats of base, 3 coats of clear. By the time you put your third coat of clear, you're spraying over, 6 layers of texture. So your clear coat is going to have texture, orange peel, whatever you want to call it. Imagine having that, then sanding it flat with 600 grit. Now it's flat, and now you're spraying clear on top of that. So it slicks out really quick, and it looks great right out the gun. And most times you don't even need to buff. So that's why we're doing that. I had a couple people wonder why we're sanding the clear coat off the car. And there's nothing wrong with it. It looks great, but we're going to try and make it look even better. Dash is already done. Roof is done. Wings are done. So fenders are done. The doors are already re-cleared, and I mean, it's not even going to show on camera, but so that's today's project. Got to start moving around out here. It's supposed to be here around 8 o'clock, but I'm thinking we're going to do the doors and maybe the deck lid, maybe the trunk. It's been a couple weeks since that. So a lot of work going on today. We'll see how far we get along. It's gonna be a hot one. It's already hot out here. Anyways, oh yeah, you guys make sure you watch the whole video, man, for the giveaway. Been giving away stuff on Saturdays and don't cost anything. You just have to, respond with the right answer to whatever random question we ask at any random point in the video, man. I think we've done about 6 of them so far, man. People are real happy with what they get in the mail, man. So y'all stay tuned. Let's get started. Alright, I got one door done. Okay. So what you're seeing with the black is the black epoxy underneath the feather fill, and that's why we did that. So you can see there's not a lot of feather fill on there. So now that's ready for a 2K high build, 2 coats, and we're also going to do the jams. Now we can do primer the jams one time. So all that's on the jams is it was bare metal epoxy and 1 round of 2K primer and 1 more block, and that's ready for paint. So I'm having to start with 180 because the feather fill kind of has like a shell on it, like a hard shell that the 220 isn't really cracking open. So I block it with 180 first on the really long block to kind of open it up, and then re-guide coat, and then 220, same blocks, and that's when I did on that, and it's working a lot better. The 220 don't really cut this. We'll do this door. He's putting the trunk hinges on. So we're gonna fit the trunk. Make sure that's good. And then possibly block the trunk down today also. And I think I'm gonna have to spot epoxy in a little bit before the 2K, because right here, that's bare metal.
Yeah. And you got so much on the left.
So you know, all these cars, they always get those bubbles right there.
Yep.
That's could be a reason why, because you put 2K high build over that, that's porous. Moisture's gonna go through that and start rusting it before you even put some paint on it. So spot that in. That's what it is on the 60. Any bare metal, just spot in with epoxy real quick, and then 2K primer. So see how it goes. That's really the only issue on that one. Other than that, it locked down pretty good. But we should be able to get this on the trunk today. I think Johnny's over there.
Yeah, Johnny's over there working on the 59.
The sauna, man, it's hot.
Yeah. What's he doing? He's wet sanding?
Yeah, 600. Over there, man. Got some music on.
Alright.
Bring you guys back now. Alright, we got the driver's side door. I blocked it with 180 first and re-guide coat. Now I like to go heavy on the guide coat. You notice that the guide coat takes a lot better to the 180 grit scratches than it does to no scratches. See, it has this kind of little eggshell sheen on it, and you got to kind of crack that open before you can really go to town on blocking. So this hasn't been touched. We already 180 this. I'm going to 220 it. It's going to end up looking just like this one. We also got the trunk on. Make sure it still fits. Fitting pretty good. There's no weather strip on it, of course, so that's gonna make a little bit of adjustment. Could kick over a little bit. This isn't final assembly. We just want to make sure it still fits. Kind of some flush here. Getting ready to hang the fenders on. We've got some box tube. We're going to make some sort of contraption to hang the fenders on. That way we can block the fenders. I'm going to somehow brace them across the front and maybe tie into this somehow, or I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Looking good with the trunk on. So let me knock this out. 220 grit Sunmite. Bring you guys back. All right, this door is in 220. The only breakthrough we had was here a little bit of bare metal, but it's not high. It's feathered out. We got a little bit here, so we're gonna have to spot in some epoxy. But overall, it blocked down pretty nice. We're also, you want to take the keyhole and the door handle hole down to take that down. You don't want a lot of buildup around that. When it is, you go put your lock in, it's going to chip the paint. So I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to hit the door jambs with 220. All that's in the door jambs right now is it was sandblasted and then epoxy, and that's it. I'm going to hit this with 220. We're going to go one round of primer on the door jambs when we prime the door, and that's it. And then wet sand. So they're looking good. They're feeling real good. Should be nice. Should be nice. So working over here, getting the fenders hung. Flip this over, hit this jam, and then we'll spot in some epoxy. We'll let it cook for a couple hours, and then we'll put the 2K over it. We should be all right since we're just spotting in. We're not spraying the whole thing. It should dry pretty good out in the sun. I'll bring you guys back. All right, we're back. It's been about 20 minutes. I got about 2 ounces of epoxy mixed up. I splashed a little bit of reducer in there just to help speed up the drying process. I'm going to spray this time with my primer gun to 1.8, simply because I don't want to dirty two guns today. So all I'm going to do is just spot in any little bare metal areas that it may see, which really it ain't much, mainly a little bit on the edges. Down here, front corner, this one mainly. If not, that's going to turn into a bubble in the future. So just want to seal this up with some epoxy spotted in the bare metal. Let that sit for a couple hours, come back, and we're going to go straight to 2K high build. So let me get this spotted in here, bring you guys back, show you the finished product. Alright, so I just spotted in some epoxy. Didn't take much, man, just not even an ounce really. Just I don't have the means to mix less than 2 ounces. So I'm gonna let this cook till after lunch. We're gonna come back, we're gonna spray high build primer. It's gonna be the final primer for these doors. We're gonna go probably just 2 coats, high build, and then let that sit for a week or 2. Come back and wet sand, and that's ready for paint, but we got to bring everything up to the same speed. So, also going to be hitting these door jambs, like I said earlier. Bring you guys back after lunch. All right, we're getting somewhere. Getting somewhere. I think this needs 180 again, man. This needs a reblock. This one, not really feeling it. Really feeling this right here. It's like crunched in. I don't know. We're gonna see if we have a better one.
I mean, that I feel might.
No, yeah, it's still got two rounds of heavy primer, but like I say, I like to put it on and then sand most of it off. You know what I mean? I really don't rely on the primer to fill. I don't think. Go from the wait, pull it out a little bit. Alright, so we'll bring you guys back here in a little bit. Alright, I got him in 2K high build, man. That was a disaster. The gun was malfunctioning and it was just sputtering, but I was able to spray it on. 2 coats with 16 ounces. Not too heavy in the jams. You just need a surfacer for that. We got it on, man, but I had to clean the gun, and I got it clean, but I don't know what happened. Anyways, the material's on, that's what counts. And let these sit, the other one's in the other room. And bring everything up to speed, and then it's gonna be 400 and 600 wet sand. So it's a wrap. So now we're gonna move on to underside of the hood and the trunk. And sand those, and we're gonna be spraying some other stuff. Shop line, we'll get that out in a second. We'll bring you guys back. All right, man, we're back. It has been a very hot day. We got both the underside of the hood and trunk scuffed down in 220 and some red pad. We took some time and cleaned up some old glue stuff or whatever, but we're gonna end up re-putting some hood insulation, so we didn't get it perfect. But overall, this is an original hood, man, and it looks pretty damn nice.
Yeah, pretty solid.
Also, the original trunk. This was an epoxy. This was bare metal and epoxy, and that's all. So we're just gonna put it in some 2K primer, just so we have something to wet sand, because we don't have any more epoxy, well, not enough. So we're gonna be using a different product, man, this shop line, which I haven't used in a really long time. We kind of got it in a pinch, which turned out to not be a bargain. Because the gallon of the high build is not enough to do everything, including under the hood and trunk, period. So we went with some cheap stuff, really ain't that cheap. It's $70 a quart. It's crazy, man. So I think we're gonna mix up about 20 ounces. So we'll have a little bit left over, maybe for the hydraulic pumps or random miscellaneous stuff for the car.
Okay.
So this mix is 4 to 1. So we got a quart of this and shit, I can't see how many ounces is that. Should be 8. Right? 4 to 1? Yeah, 4 to 1. So it should be 8 ounces. That might be 16.
Alright.
Anyways, 4 to 1, we're gonna do 20 ounces. Hopefully our primer gun's gonna function this time.
Yeah, having issues earlier, huh?
Yeah, it was. So 16. Come on this way. 4 to 1. So pour this to 16. Close enough? So man, we made a lot of progress today, man. Got a lot done in a short amount of time. 4 to 1, so it's gonna be 4 ounces of this. So we're gonna bring it up to 20. Make sense? Close enough? Much thinner than the high build. I don't know if this is high build. What's it say? Primer surfacer, so it's not a high build. It's just a regular build primer. But this is gonna spray nice out that gun. This other stuff is really, really thick.
You think it almost needs a cooler temperature?
This?
Yeah.
Possibly. It's hot. Yeah, spraying it in the morning at 74 degrees is way different than right now at 94 degrees. So yes, maybe when it comes time to do the shell, it would be better to do it first thing in the morning. Have it prepped out the day before and then come out early in the morning. All right, so we're just gonna pour it in. Got a new mask, man. This is a knockoff of 3M. They're on Amazon for like $13, and they come with like 8 pairs of filters, and they work good, man.
Well, we'll see about that in there.
In 20 years?
Yeah. You coughing up through.
20 years when I have some sort of blastoma? Yeah, maybe. Think 20 ounces gonna be enough?
Yeah.
Make it enough. Turn fans off?
Fans?
Yeah. Let's grab the door open.
Yeah.
Big fella, what's happening? You guys are getting a lot done today.
Hey Junior, welcome back. Yes, the Ferment team put some good work in. Thanks for checking us out.
Big fella, thanks for the tip. Now I know that 1 gallon of primer is not enough to do the entire car inside and out. I will need about 1.5 gallons of primer to do my car the way you guys do your car. Thanks, big fella.
Should know. All right, man. It's about 4 o'clock. We're done for the day. Overall, that shop line surfacer it's okay. I mean, it does its job. It doesn't have any kind of build to it, but you know, we don't need build on these parts. So everything in this room is one wet sand away from paint. Under the trunk, under the hood, both doors, moonroof cover. They're 600 grit wet. Probably have to start out with 400, then move to 600 wet sealer paint. It's a big deal. The top sides need blocking, and then 2K, and then another sand. So we're going to do that first. But the hood cleaned up nice. The trunk cleaned up nice as well. I don't know what we're going to do about this. We'll figure something out with that.
Cut them out and put new ones in.
Probably, yeah, something like that. But this cleaned up. This looks nice now. With the insulation we're going to get and paint, shit, it's new money. New money.
Got the doors done as well.
I'm a little disappointed in the way the doors sprayed out. I don't know what happened. Well, I do know. Something was in the gun, because when I was done, I cleaned the gun and a big chunk came out.
Okay.
So the gun was dirty, and that's why we have so much roughness, and you know, it's a shame. But it's gonna get sanded anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. But I would have liked it to look silky smooth like these. So we did this today. I blocked these, got them in primer. We sanded those, got them in primer. And on the undersides like this, it's not that, I mean, just do it by hand. We used 220, and then we went red Scotch Brite, and primer. We're gonna wet sand it by hand. You know, it's underneath the trunk.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. These are gonna get blocked, long block. But they're looking good. We also made a jig to hang the fenders, so the car is looking more like a car. It's a shame we took the trunk off, but we had the trunk on. And now, you know, we just made it attach, or y'all made it attach. A crossbar goes through the pin here. We were gonna weld it, but we just figured just vice grip it for now. And then another brace cutting across. All this is box tube, thin gauge, what, probably an inch.
Yeah, and I mean, it's good. It's gonna hold the fenders so that we can actually get a good block on them.
Yeah, now we can go to town on them, because this one doesn't look that bad. Of course, this was only epoxy, body filler, and epoxy. So, you know, it's still in the rough in stage. There's a wave here, but now we can really get down on the blocking. Not trying to do it on a stand, wobbling around. You know what I mean? We can go to town on this. You guys were able to bang this one out.
Yeah.
A lot of bang this out.
Yeah, we used
Some homemade
hammers.
shit.
We used hammers. A couple sledgehammers. For all the people out there that we don't know how to use a hammer, we do. We just don't like to show it.
Oh yeah. Valid question.
Yeah.
As you can see, man, the thing is wavy. We took some 80 grit to it, so it needs work. But this is like the last piece. This piece is in last place. Everything else is a few steps above it, so this is going to be next. But it's fixable. It's fixable. This is much straighter now.
Oh yeah.
It's money. And he started back here in the trunk. I'm gonna put a little bit of filler over the body brace and over here, that seam where we shave the gas filler neck. That's gonna be next weekend.
Yeah.
The spare tire jack thing,
Yeah, you cut
spare
that
tire
off.
retainer. We're gonna smooth it out. We're not going for paint. We just want it. The Raptor does not cover this.
No.
It does not cover this. So we're just gonna rough it in, block it down, spray a little bit of primer on it, and then Raptor, you know, color match Raptor, which that should be in tomorrow. So pretty soon here, man, we're
pushing like what, month away from color?
I think so. Yeah. So man, the giveaway, man, if anybody can guess or tell me if they actually know me, how many 64 Impalas I've had in my life.
Only 64s.
Only 64s. How many have I had? Bonus if you can name them. I don't know if anybody knows that, but that's the giveaway, man. you guys, you want to see what Johnny's doing?
Yeah, let's go see what
Man, we
Johnny's
got a lot done today, man.
It did. It was a little quiet today, but I think it kind of helped us focus, stay focused on what we needed to do.
Shit, man, we got door, trunk, roof, doors, fenders hung. This guy with his quarter pins. My man likes to work in silence.
He had a good playlist going on.
Yeah, I got recording.
Almost done, man.
Almost.
Oh, this is
Gonna
going.
get under the wing here, right here on the bottom. And then the door jams and then we'll be finished. Man.
It's a lot of work for one person, man.
Yeah. The DA helps a lot on the big areas. But I mean, you can't hit a lot of this with the DA because you're gonna burn through it.
Yeah.
How does it feel like to own such a fine automobile?
That's good.
Have you seen his frame?
Seen the sneak peek?
Yeah.
Should
Yeah.
be coming here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's coming, man. Yes, sir.
Man, we got a lot done today, man. Like, did good.
It's been a long day, man.
Yeah.
It's only 4.
Yeah. I feel like if we've been
Bobby
here for.
already left.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna drink Bobby's beer. Sorry, but that's the way things go.
Win-win.
Anyways, man, hope you guys enjoyed.